So first off, I do want to say rest in peace, Bris. He was a huge pioneer for this sound, and me doing this tutorial right now, it just wouldn't feel right without mentioning his name. You know what I mean? So first of all, respect to Bris, rest in peace, Bris, and my condolences to his family and collaborators. So with that being said, let's get into the tutorial. My name's Devin. I also go by Infinite or Prop by Infinite. And today we're going to be going over that Sacramento style. So this is how I would do a melody for that Sacramento style. So one thing that I noticed about the music is that it's very dark and it's very spaced out. So what I would do first is personally take an Asian instrument because I've seen them use that stuff a lot. So what I personally do to make sure my melodies sound dark is that I stick with notes that are adjacent to each other. So as you can see with the melody, it's very spaced out. It's not doing too much at one time. So that's something that's really going to help you when you're doing these melodies and these and the beats overall in general. Like they like to leave a lot of space for the artist. So for the melody, make sure to keep it simple and then make sure it's spaced out as well. Then after that, I created the bass line. The bass I used was in Saw right here. It's the classical bass with the res knob turned up a little bit, and this is what that sound like. And like I said, with this style, it's very good to leave things spaced out. You don't want to be doing too much where you're just like boom, 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 boom. I mean, that sounds cool. That wasn't necessarily bad, but when you're really going for this style and trying to capture that sound, I personally think it's best to leave a lot of space and use that call and response rule. So this is the call right here. Boom, 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 space. Then the response right there. You know what I mean? Then next, I basically took the same chords that was from that coda and I put it into a pad right here from Purity. This is the pad right here, the analog pad in the slow synth section. Feel me? So I basically just took the same notes that were in the coda melody and I just made them into chords and just played them one by one. Sounds real dark, menacing, spacious. What we're going for. Then I got this choir up in Xenology. And I played it in the middle part of the melody just so it kind of creates more of like a counter melody vibe. Then boom, literally the same notes as what I was doing before. And I added these strings on top just because I feel like strings makes everything more dramatic. So since I'm going for like a dark epic sound that's like really spacey, these strings as a top layer is going to help with that for sure. And I'm basically basing this off of the same notes that I used in the coda. Then I took the same notes from the coda once again, and then I got this little bell melody. And I just basically arpeggiated it out. If you don't know what arpeggiating is, it's basically where you take a chord and then you just space it out so they all play at different times. This is what this sounds like. But I actually didn't use this sound for the final melody. What I did was I took that sound, I exported it out, and I reversed it. And I also half-timed it. So it sounds like more creepy and it like more dark and everything like that. Fits the vibe a little bit better. Then for the mixing, the coda, I just do some RT20 to like beef it up and everything like that. Bass, all I did was just really boost up the low end. Pad didn't do anything for anything else, but if I were to do anything, it would just probably be like simple EQing because I feel like the sounds are already doing what they're supposed to do. If I were to do anything else to the mixing, it would just be like turning things down, panning them left and right, and then doing different EQs just so you create more space for each sound. You know what I mean? Make everything be a little bit cleaner. So with that being said, this is the melody. as you can see, really dark, really spacious, kind of creepy and eerie at the same time too. And then it also has that little Asian influence just to make it a little bit more unique. You feel me? So with that being said, this concludes another tutorial. My name is Devin, also go by Infinite or Powered by Infinite. Peace out.